Well, hi there. Let's start in on our cards for this month, shall we? All right, so this is the packet for your palm tree card. Okay. I have it finished looking like this. Okay. And so the first thing I'm going to do is set aside my palm fronds. I'm going to show you what I have those doing in a minute. Let's set that aside. So I'm going to take this soft suede piece, and I am going to use the painted texture embossing folder. You can use any one that has a texture. If you have the bark folder that just retired, or any of them that have you know, some kind of wood or some kind of texture to them. You just really want a little something so it's not boring back there, okay? So, hang on, be right back. Just gonna step over to my machine over here. And so this is the embossing folder I'm using, okay? And it's hard to see on here, but it's just texture. To me, it looks like the bark of a palm tree. You know how it looks like that, kind of rough and stuff. So that's why I'm using it. Alrighty. There we go. So now we have some texture on there, which is nice. And then that can go right on to your card front. So let's start by creating that card base. Okay. Okay. There it is. I knew it was here. I put it here. All right, so we'll use my seal. You use whatever adhesive you have, and we'll just put that on the card front. Okay. And actually, there's a tiny mismatch in this one, so I'm going to just flip it, because then you don't notice it. Okay, there we go. All right, so now we can just set that out of the way. We'll bring in the piece that we're going to do our stamping on. Okay, we'll bring in the grass. We'll bring in... So I'm using soft suede ink for my palm trees. Okay, so I do, you know, the series of light taps. So if you're somebody that pushes way in and gets ink on the edges, you're likely going to end up with a shadow, okay? And you don't really want that. So I'm going to go over here, not too close to the edge, but over here. I'm just going to give those some nice even pressure, okay? And we'll add our grass down at the bottom. Okay. So we'll just add a little bit in there. There. Okay. Somebody at class that was fairly new to stamping yesterday asked, well, where's the other green stamp pad? Because they saw two tones. I said, oh, you just keep stamping and you get a lighter tone every time. So there's that. Oh, we're going to need that again. Hang on. Okay, so we have trunks, we have grass. Let's choose a... So hope you find a little paradise wherever you may be. That's kind of a nice saying. These all come out of the Paradise Palms stamp set. Okay, wishing you a warm and beachy kind of day. It's also kind of fun. Happy birthday and happy retirement. or retirement wishes, actually, retirement wishes. I'm going to go with the hope you find a little paradise wherever you may be, because that's just a really nice sentiment. You know, like, and if you look hard enough, you can. You can find a little paradise wherever you may be. So let's just put that right there. All right, looks like those might need to get re-inked. All right, so now we need our palm trees, okay? And so I'm going to bring in my Stamparatus. So here's what I like to do. I like to cut a template out of a contrasting color. Okay, so I just found a scrap. I think this is Cajun Craze. Doesn't really matter. But enough that you can definitely see where you want to stamp, okay? And before, the way I did this was I wiggled the stamps around in that space until they felt pretty centered. And then I stamped down right inside there so that I could see if I was pretty much where I wanted to be. And when I was, then I went ahead and so now these are in just the right spot, as are the stamps, so they can just go over. And this way, I don't have to worry about my, I don't have to worry about the die slipping, okay? I can just put those little pieces, I just cut them out of scraps. And then I can put those right on there, okay? All right. So then we'll just use some dimensionals, some big and some little, I think. I think I can get a nice big one there. And I think I can get a pretty good one there and here. Then I'll use, that one's all right, I don't need any there. One there. And one out here, I think. All right. Well, that was perfect. Use that sheet right up. All right. And it won't matter because of the size of this if your palm fronds hang out. I think I want the bigger one over there. I'll put the littler one here. So it doesn't really matter about that either. You can do them wherever you want. Okay. And if you don't happen to have this stamp set to get those palm fronds, you could sponge them. And that would work. You could draw yourself some palm trees, or you could use something completely different. All right, so now we're going to use some dimensionals here. I do recommend, though, that you do all your stamping on here before you put them up. So on this one, I'm going to have to put my greeting on another piece and then add it, because I won't get a good, because I've got dimensionals already under there, I won't get a nice flat impression. All right, so now we're going to put these like this. And there. So here we go. We'll just put that right in there, like that. Okay. So there you go. There's your first card. Thanks.